Hey guys, we're the Power Up Princesses.
I'm Annie.
I'm Juliana, and I'm going to tell you a story about when I was in first grade.
I think you should make him wait a little longer.
Actually, I don't know if have I told this story before? I know I've told you.
I don't know.
About
it all kind of blurs together.
About,
I don't remember if you told it here.
Well, anyways, when I was in first grade, I was like one of the popular kids. That's not great anymore. But I was one of the popular kids, and there was this boy that liked me, but he was like that boy. Like, no one wanted to be associated with him, which is kind of sad when I think about it, but I didn't care as a first grader. No one wanted to be associated with him, and so I was like, I can go in this door. Sorry, I was trying to go in that door. No one wanted to be associated with him, and I didn't like him, but I would, like, constantly tell him, like, tease him about liking me. Like, he would literally ask me out every single recess. He would be like, Juliana, go out with me, and I'd be like, you're disgusting, no. He would ask me every single recess.
Uh-huh.
And, like, for example, one time I remember I was on the monkey bars, and, like, I was up there, and then like, what? Oh, sorry, I was rubbing my eye. Where am I supposed to go?
Jump and spin. Right here.
I understand the instructions now. And I was on top of the monkey bars, and he was like, Juliana, you want to go on a date? Or not a date, we were first graders. But do you want to go out with me? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I, like, did a cherry bomb off the...
Oh my god.
The monkey bars. And then I was like, just kidding.
Oh my god!
I was a total prick.
Just kidding.
So this one time, he came up to me, he's like, will you go out with me? And I told him to go shove nails in his face, and I would.
Ah!
And so the next day, he's gone from school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, whatever, that's kind of weird. And I, like, got kind of freaked out as a first grader. And he comes back the next day, and he had stitches.
Whoa.
In his cheeks.
Whoa. And
I was, like, freaked out. And he was like, will you go out with me now? And I was like, no! I was like, you're a crazy psychopath! I'm not gonna go out with you. Oh my gosh, it was super scary. It was really fear.
You don't have to use the shells to break the crystals.
What if that was a good throw. What if I want to, Annie?
You can just leave,
Anyways,
honestly.
That was my story about first grade.
That was more intense than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I did not think it was gonna be that intense until you said it.
Yeah.
Like, nothing was leading to that.
Yeah, I know. I've told that story a lot of times, so I've mastered the art of, like, not revealing the ending.
Yeah.
Which is how it is with a lot of my stories.
It's kind of hard to not reveal it's kind of hard to reveal the ending of that one, though.
I don't know, like telling him to go shove nails in his face. And then he does. Yeah, when I told him to. Literally told him to. Like, yeah, go shove nails in your face and I'll go out with you.
I guess, okay, you could have revealed the story by saying, I'm getting a phone call from Fairbanks.
Wow.
You could have revealed the story by saying, like, so there's this kid who would do anything to try to go out with me.
Yeah.
And one time I asked him to go shove nails in his face.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back to school with stitches. That would not be as surprising.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at the art of storytelling.
I'm not.
I talk so much that I'm pretty good at it.
I'm not.
Like, I've mastered the art of timing. You know what? That's why I do all the talking. I'm trying to think of other stories.
Whoa, that one's red. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Does it mean, oh, that means that it goes wherever where you want it to go.
Oh, I can control it?
Do you know what I'm saying? No. Well, red shells you can control. Like, they go to something. Never mind. Like in Mario Kart, red shells go to the thing, the target, and green shells don't. But bounce.
Anyways, I'm trying to think of more stories from when I was in elementary school.
I don't know. That one was pretty good.
Oh, did I tell the sexist 6th grade teacher story on this show?
I don't think so.
Okay, so when I was in 6th grade, I went to a K through 12 school, and sorry, not a K through 12, K through 6. And I stayed there for 6th grade because Mom thought it would be good for me to, like, not make that transition to middle school yet.
This is a boss fight.
Okay, cool. And so I stayed there for 6th grade, and we had one 6th grade teacher, and it was, like, a class of, like, 12 people, and his name was Mr. Smith. And that year, like, a new kid moved to school. His name was Trip. And
wait, don't take all those. You'll need them later for health.
Am I supposed to go under there?
No, that green, the ones that are green will always be a shell.
Oh, okay.
And then you take the shell. You gotta aim it.
Oh, fuck. So I had a friend named Trip, and, like, I don't know, probably because I'm a lesbian, but I've never been interested in boys. Like I've never had a friend a friend that's a male of mine that I was interested in dating. Like, they were all just my friends. Like how Michael's my friend. Like, he's like my best friend.
Come over here.
This is death. Hold on, I want this.
No, there's a coin over there. I gave you a coin. Right here.
This.
It's gonna go away.
Okay.
Oh my god. You squandered my opportunity.
Anyways, but he was just my friend. Like, he kind of annoyed me. So, like, he was just my friend.
Go get some coins.
And, like, everyone knew that, except the teacher would, like say stuff about us. Like, he would be, like, whenever one of us left the room, he would ask the other one, like, when the marriage is and stuff. Which was really weird for a teacher to do, first of all. Like, a 60-year-old teacher.
Yeah.
To, like, propagate classroom rumors about me and another student dating.
Yeah.
But it got worse, like, as the year progressed. Like, he would pull us out into the hallway and say, like, dating in 6th grade is stupid. And it was like, we're not dating. And then,
Were you sure you weren't dating?
Yeah, I was sure. And anyways, but he, like, continually did this. And, like, it got to the point where, like, all the time he was harassing me or Trip. And, like, we stopped being friends because, like, anytime we were together, we were constantly harassed.
Oh, wow.
And so, like, probably when it was at the worst point, this was the same day we were going to the computer lab. I got pulled into the hallway before computer lab, just me, not Trip, pulled into the hallway, and he told me that, like, we don't need to date because we're in 6th grade, and he lectured me for, like, 20 minutes on dating in 6th grade, and we weren't dating. And then shortly after that, I sat down in the computer lab next to my friend, and Trip came down and sat next to me, like, after I had been sitting down, and Mr. Smith screamed at me about controlling my hormones, me, and about how I don't need to sit next to Trip, and how I'm distracting him, and I just need to control my hormones so that Trip can focus.
That's crazy.
And then, and then at the end of the year, it was, like, 6th grade graduation, and he would dedicate, or he would, like, say nice stuff about it. It's like, oh, you're gonna grow up and be a rocket scientist and stuff like that. And so Trip's speech was, like, all about how Trip is gonna become president, and how Trip is so smart, and Trip is so intelligent, and, like, he's such a good kid. And then mine was all about how I was gonna marry Trip.
Really?
Yeah, the entire 6th grade speech was like, you know, oh, well, you know, you might marry Trip. I mean, I have some former classmates of mine that are married now, and they were dating when they were in 6th grade, so it might happen for you too. And it was like, I hate you.
That's so weird.
So much. Yeah.
I really thought you were gonna fail at that.
No, I'm powerful. I'm getting better at this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like the entire year, and like because I was only 12, like in my head I was like, oh well, you know, if a teacher said, like, I started to doubt myself and my own emotions because I was like, well, you know, if a teacher says I like Trip, then, you know, he wouldn't just say that. Like, there must be a reason for it.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, maybe I do like Trip, because why else would a teacher constantly harass me about liking Trip? And, like, it, like, fucked with my own head.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, it, like, affected me, like, well into middle school. Because it was like, well, you know, if I wasn't sure if I like Trip, maybe I like these other boys, and maybe I'm straight.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You've told me that story before, but I, like, forgot half of it.
Yeah. And, I don't know, like, I didn't realize how, like, sexist it was when I was in middle school. So I didn't tell anyone what was going on.
Right.
Because I was just like, oh, this is a normal thing. And so, I don't know, it was not a fun experience. Fuck you. I don't know, I really hate that. I hate that, like, some teachers do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's straight up not your job to monitor. Well, I mean, it is. Like, you should make sure your students are being safe.
Mm-hmm.
But if two six...
What the heck?
I thought that I was in the star.
You were, but you have to shake your Wii remote.
I forgot. It was, but, like, if two of your 6th graders are dating, even if we were dating, who gives a shit?
Yeah, like your 6th graders.
Yeah, like, we're 6th graders. We're not gonna get married. We're not gonna give each other STDs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're just gonna, like, hold hands in the hallway or something. And, like, he was so invested in our relationship. Even though it was non-existent.
Right.
He was so invested in it. And it was like, can you, like, get a life?
You.
What?
You lost all of that. You had a 6.
Oh, I'm, like, talking and playing is difficult for me. So, I, like, zone out and then I just play. And I don't really know what's going on.
Well, the episode's over.
Is it?
Yep.
How long has it been over?
A while.
Alright. Well, that was my story about 1st grade and
that was
6th
another
grade.
story. Yeah. Okay.
All
We're
right.
gonna figure this out next time when we come back.
Alright, see you.